Alright, so if everyone wants to make sure that they have decent volume on their Sirenscape, I will at least get the sound going. Just waiting to see the Decimals joined. You working on it, Brian?
What?
You getting Sirenscape open?
Yeah, 1 second.
Alright.
I was reading through the summon stuff.
There he is. Alright. Let's see if this commentary plays loud enough. Come on, computer, you can do it. I believe. Not sure why you're struggling.
Fallen angels are meat for the hell wasps. Steer clear lest you nourish their young with your flesh.
Ooh, what was that voice?
That is a voice line for the cartographer of the map that you guys have.
Oh.
There's a couple of them. So there was another one for Haruman's Hill. I did not play it out for you, but I can do that one. So here we go.
Behold, Zael's dog crucified those who betrayed his mistress in battle.
Yeah, there's a lot of little like random fun voice lines. So like when you guys used the soul coins in the last session, there actually is a little soul coin used thing here. Just kind of hear it scream a little bit. And then when your vehicle crashed, I have one for that too.
Nice. Neat.
Yeah, and there's just like another one for the cartographer's random ramblings.
Oh no, we're going the wrong way. You know that.
Cool.
Yes. So Jake is taking a little bit longer than I expected here. But I can at least show you. So on the map where you guys are currently at, you guys were located at Haruman's Hill. So you should be able to see my ping. It's not really the best color in the world. That's where you were before your friends were yeeted into the sky by giant metallic wasp-like creatures. You guys chased them over here, roughly. In addition to that, when you chase them, like you don't remember going across the stakes.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Landscape does change from time to time.
Yes. And yes, so where we ended off, I believe you guys kind of parked next to one of the chains that was holding up the hell wasp nest, or holding down the hell wasp nest. And you were going to take a short rest. So everyone can go ahead and click said short rest button. I believe Jake popped in. You are currently muted, but go ahead and hit that short rest button. Roll how many hit die you need.
I am no longer muted, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Oh, Fuck, what am I logged into D&D Beyond with? It decided to forget that I was logged in.
It must have
It's definitely.
it must have kicked everyone off at the same time because everyone had to do it. Like that I've talked to because I had to do it yesterday too.
What? This is impractical adventuring. Okay. Do I need any hit die? I don't need any hit die.
You
but
might need
can
some spells back.
I can arcane recovery, a grand total of 4 level spells.
Congrats.
Hey James, you're not here right now, I don't think. Is James here yet? Okay.
No.
He told me I was gonna be late. I mean, it was okay to be late because you guys, I wasn't gonna be. Yeah, like you said, my
Do you
character was
want
here.
second level or third level?
So what's going on right now?
Right now, we've just started, so it's recap
Oh,
and
so
do their short rest. And
We have taken our short. I have taken my short rest.
yeah, I'm just looking at what spells I can recover. I already healed and stuff, and then I'll be good to go.
all right.
Okay. Yep. I did not need any hit die, but I How many short rests can you take in a day?
Technically, it's unlimited. You're limited on basically like benefit-wise, like your hit die. But I guess technically for anything that can replenish off of a short rest, you can do that like essentially every hour. I mean, the limit is technically 24 hours for short rests because there's an hour. But like at some point in time, you might as well just long rest. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna short rest for 8 hours straight, you might as well just long rest.
Yeah. That's accurate. Wait, they didn't give me any napkins. What the hell?
I used all 4 of my spell levels to recover my 4th level spell slot. I used
Nice.
5th level spell to recover napkins for Jake.
Oh, thanks.
Ooh.
Thanks, James.
Alright.
You got it, dude.
I got a napkin.
Alright, so Sirenscape is going, and, yeah, so is anyone pursuing anything in particular during this hour that you take a short rest, any activities? Where we left off, you had basically just lifted up the, it was the Frodo-mobile that tipped over.
Hey, you didn't tell him what happened with us, did
No.
you? Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Could I attempt to repair the Frodo-mobile while we're just resting?
wouldn't that be a strenuous activity?
Not particularly. I could make you do a check depending on how bad it is. Like it, because it really wasn't. It's mostly dings. You'd have to really tell me how you're repairing it, I guess, because it's not like you have tools, do you?
Oh. Oh, well, I guess I don't. Jake could potentially cast Mending on it, right?
Do I have mending? Oh shit, I do. Yeah, can I cast mending on it?
This might be too large of a project for you to mend.
Let's go sideways in hell too, so caution.
It says the break or tear no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, so as
Okay.
long
You could
I think
cast mending lots of the time.
yes, but I think DJ is implying there is at least one that is larger than 1 foot.
Yeah, because I think when it flipped over, I think the vehicle itself took 12 damage.
Yes.
Has like 60 health, ish.
Yeah. The like the upper frame is kind of like bent and warped a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of work to get that out, and probably it might take more than just an hour. You might be able to work it out with at least a proper set of tools within like 2 to 3 hours, depending on how well adept you are at such things.
Yeah.
Is anyone else trying to do anything during this hour of semi-rest?
I am going to read the rules about
Short resting.
vehicles.
Vehicles. I can also share with you the rules, vehicle rules in Roll20 as well, so that's in there.
So,
Actually, I did do that.
here's a question.
Yes, sir.
What does being proficient with land vehicles do for me?
Essentially, if you're driving, or even if you were, I want to say if you're doing repairs, it might help with you, but specifically if you're driving, any checks related to driving said vehicle, you would have advantage. Not advantage. You'd add your proficiency modifier to.
Which is what?
Um,
To add whatever check it is.
Yeah. So like with any.
You add your like stat bonus to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Essentially, it's
sense.
just another skill.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. That wouldn't have been helpful because I haven't been.
Not really. And let's see. Because I believe there is like a repair, or not repair. There's a bunch of different artisan tools.
I don't have them.
Yeah, I know. None of you guys really do. The only person that has any sets of artisan's tools is Halvard, and
Arn
his
used to have some.
his won't be particularly useful.
It may be too small.
So tinker's tools, smith's tools would be useful. Yeah, pretty much the smith tools and the tinkerer's tools would be useful for repairing for these vehicles.
Okay. I don't have either of those, so that's fine.
Something for you to note for later. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys rest for an hour, take a breather. Those of you that were doing some mild maintenance on the vehicle, seeing like whether or not you could do any quick repairs, you do kind of go through everything, and you do notice that you are almost completely out of fuel.
Look, who was in charge of keeping track of that? It wasn't me.
Out of fuel, you mean?
You're
That is what he said, yeah?
you're almost completely out of fuel.
Okay.
You think perhaps you can get an hour out of each vehicle, but you're going to need to find a fuel source soon.
And the fuel source is like the demonicker, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And as your hour kinda ends, I need everyone to make me a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Uh, 21, because I forgot to open...
Oh,
Play.
I also need to roll with advantage real quick. My 11 is better.
Oops.
Alright, 21, 21, and 11. So Halvard and Jogitic, both of you notice, like, the chain that you're sitting next to that connects to the Hell Wasp nest, it, like, slackens, like, a fair amount all of a sudden. And as you're looking at the wasp nest, you notice that it itself kind of fell a little bit. And you see 3 wasps come out from the bottom of the nest. And they are heading in your direction. Now,
Do they look like they're heading at us, or just they happen to be in our direction?
Do me an insight check.
Oh, I already had it ready.
It does appear like they're heading toward you.
Do they look aggressive?
What are you?
Like these are the things that just like stole our
They're-
friends.
they're
right?
just, like,
Can I tell if
running
it's the same one?
Not particularly.
Okay, they kind of all look the same.
Yeah. Also, I need to correct some errors I made last session on
Oh, okay.
how high they made it when they deposited. You know, such in. So you guys are, looking at this nest, and the nest itself is about 150 feet off the ground.
Okay.
That's to the bottom. The height of the nest is probably about 4 times that.
Wish I knew that.
So,
Big.
so hang on.
3 times.
So the nest is it ends like it goes from 150 to 600 basically.
Take another 150 off of that, about 450.
Okay.
If I did math correctly. I don't think I did
Okay.
math correctly. No, I did it. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is incredibly tall. And yes, so they are heading towards you. Are you guys doing anything or I guess Halvard and Drog, are you doing anything as you notice that they're kind of heading towards you?
Well, I'm gonna first alert my buddy Skeletor.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Those are gonna come towards us.
How far away are they?
Currently,
At least 150 feet.
yeah, at least 150 feet.
I'm not gonna do anything right now. I'm just gonna watch them. If they continue to get closer, I will. Prior to when they get into my range, I'm going to want to ready an action. But no.
All right. You can, for this purposes, you can like ready an action. You would lose the spell.
Yeah.
They look
Do
like
I
they're
still
coming
have-
straight for you with your insight
Okay.
check. So like you know they're
Okay.
gonna be there.
Okay. What was I gonna ask? I still have mage armor active from before. Okay, I'm going to ready my Ray of Frost, and if they hit my range, then I'm gonna shoot at them.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait, no, just kidding. Firebolt. Fuck, because that one's got a lot longer of a range. 120 feet.
Okay. One thing I believe I forgot to mention for you guys is that you do have that vampire fellow with you.
Oh, yeah.
Jandar Sunstar? What's his name? What is your name, vampire fellow? Yeah, I was right. Jander Sunstar.
Well, I let him know that the wasps are coming towards us.
Alright. Alright, so kinda how are you guys positioned here? I'll pull you into the battle map really quick so you guys can kind
Ooh.
of shift yourselves around.
Battle map. My favorite.
You guys should also have control over the vehicles, so you can move the vehicles into a way that you want them positioned. I have the Hell Lost kind of vaguely positioned for the direction they'll come in.
Well, I'm gonna like stand behind the Rocky Mobile, I guess.
Alright, and you are welcome to position the vehicles how you kind of want them.
Can I still see them if I do something like that?
You can kind of peek around the vehicle. It's not, uniform as the token is, so you can roughly see them if you're like on the sides.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that like if I'm doing something like this, I can still see them, but
Yeah.
I'm like
What's that-
pretty far
What's
behind
that
it.
zombie token there for?
I'm not sure what it
Isn't-
was for.
Isn't that one of your summoned zombies? Don't you have 2 of them right now?
Thought he had...
No, they both died.
Oh.
I think. Oh, he might have been. He might have been testing. He added like specifically, zombie and skeleton for Skeletor to like my information stuff. So like I can just like have that information.
Got it.
Are the chains nearby us?
Yes, so one of the chains you guys were basically parked around. One of the chains you guys were basically parked around.
Would you say like here-ish, here-ish?
Where do you want it to be?
Alright. I'm gonna assume they're like, going up like this way.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it would like go in that direction. Just where's the spike that connects into the ground?
Oh, I would assume we parks right next to the base of it, like maybe here-ish.
Alright, I will draw a circle.
And it's a pretty big spike, right?
Yeah.
I will take cover behind that, and I will... Already a Toll of the Dead, and my activation condition is that one of my friends hits one of the bee wasps first. And then once they hit one of them, I will cast it. And if none of them hit it, I will cast it regardless.
Okay.
Can I actually ask this Jandar Sunstar man if he like knows anything about these wasps? And I forget from last time.
Let's see here. He spent a fair amount of time in the Hells, both impaled and not impaled. Since he spent some time with Zariel in her crusades. He'll let you know that, like the devils that inhabit this area, these creatures are immune to fire.
Oh fuck. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to change what spell I'm readying.
And they seem to be particularly weak to cold.
Well, I want to hit them from a longer range. Shit. How many charges of that do I have? Can I ready 2 act?
No.
Oh, but I have to use it now, right?
So whatever you ready, when the condition is met, it'll do it, and then, that'll essentially be like the surprise round type deal. Like, I'll go through everyone's readied actions,
Okay.
and then we'll do initiative. Nobody will really be surprised, but you'll get first crack.
Okay. I'm gonna change from a firebolt to a magic missile.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Fuck, I can't do anything from this range. Do I have like a crossbow or something?
And
Nope.
it looks like this battle map, is about 120 feet. Just a heads up.
Yep, I don't have anything that's longer range than that.
Cool.
My range is not as big as I thought it was. I need to find some more long range spells. Or prepare some spells that are longer range.
Alright, so
But yeah, that's I'm good.
information I need from you guys is for what you're preparing, what that max range is, just so I know.
I need
Grace,
one
I
more.
haven't heard anything from you. Are you doing anything?
Albert is just gonna stand out in the open a little bit and just kind of wait and see what these wasps are doing.
Okay, you were told that they were heading basically straight at you.
I know.
Okay. Alright, alright, yeah, so ranges.
120 on magic missile.
Skeletor.
Toll of the Dead is 60 feet.
Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Fuck. Shit.
Are you guys communicating as you're
Yeah,
trying
can
to
we,
set up?
can we communicate as we're setting up, Brian? Hey, Brian, what range is on your spell, Skeletor? Because we should
60
probably hit him
feet.
at the same time. Let's hit him at the same time. I want to do Ray of
Well,
Frost
I'm going-
instead of Magic Missile.
I'm going to let you hit them first so that I can Toll the Dead them for double damage.
Yeah, that's fine. That works. I just meant like at the same like range, because
Yeah.
I don't want to be hitting them like 100 feet away, and then like they've got like 40 more feet to go before. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I'm actually gonna cast a different spell. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at 60-foot range.
Alright, so I'm gonna have these guys make me a perception check. Skeletor, Drog, both of you, can you make me some stealth checks?
Delph.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. Technically, so did the vampire.
Oh
Oh.
god.
Perception. So did the wasps.
Whoa.
Alright. So the wasps kind of spread out a little bit, you notice, in the air. And kind of two of them look like they're heading straight at Skeletor and Halvard's location. And one of them kind of looks like it's moving towards the back end of the Rocky Mobile. It's kind of like their flight path. When they get within, when they get within your 60 range, so you can take your hit. So I believe that's about here and here roughly. Is in both your ranges.
Yeah.
And this one will get to about this point.
Ooh.
That's some big damage.
So which one are you hitting, Drug?
The one in the middle of the pack.
Alright, so that will hit for 18 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
And then its movement is reduced by 10 feet, is that correct?
Hell yeah.
Neat.
I don't like that one. Let me use...
Seems like they might be vulnerable to cold.
Yeah. Well, the vampire dude told us that.
Oh, he did. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Vampire Man told us that they are vulnerable to cold.
And then Skeletor. Were you gonna do anything here?
Yeah, I was gonna hit the one that he hit, and so it's missing its health points and all that. Say wisdom save. Not great on the damage, but you know what? It's one more than it could have been.
Does it,
Well-
does that already do double damage? Or do you, like, roll
Well,
different
so
ones depending
what
on...
what I mean by double damage is actually a completely wrong statement. It
Oh, I have not. How does Toll the Dead work?
So basically, when I cast something, it takes 2d8 damage if it hasn't been injured, and if it has been injured, it instead takes 2d12 damage.
Yeah, okay, so you roll something different.
Yeah, so I was wrong saying it was double damage. I should have said it is more damage.
Yeah.
Potentially more damage.
Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, so it'll make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, that's a success.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, nothing happens to it.
Alright,
Feels bad.
everyone, click your tokens and roll me some initiative.
Woo! Let's fucking go! Oh, 21. That's what I like to see.
And then we will change the music. So Dragitic, you will be up first.
Okay, let's fucking shoot him again.
Alrighty.
We're gonna hit him with Ray of Frost again. Bop, bop.
That'll hit.
Oh! A 27.
For 14 points of cold damage, and it is bloody.
Oh boy.
You got anything else for me, friend?
I unfortunately do not. They aren't quite close enough that it's worth me using a dragon's breath.
Alrighty, Halvard.
Sorry, 1 second.
Don't forget to tell me
That's
what
a
you're doing
fireball.
before you roll. You're gonna fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why? We know they're immune.
Never mind. I'm not gonna do anything this roll.
Do you want to prepare something?
No, it's okay.
Alright, Arena, in your parade. I didn't want you to waste the spell slot.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, so, one of the wasps... Where's their... What is flying? God. Alright. Is going to run up.
That one can only move 10 feet.
You are correct.
But it moves 10 less feet, right?
Yeah, it moves.
Or, oh.
Reduced by 10 feet, not reduced.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, then it makes it. And it's going to, so as this thing gets closer, you notice, like, the membrane-ish part of its wings have, like, this blood red tinge to it, and then the exoskeleton, like, its entire exoskeleton minus its abdomen is just, like, pure black metallic sheen, and its two, like, little front talon deals, like, look like jagged swords, and it has a large stinger on its rear. And it is going to try to stab Halvard with one of its sword-like talons. And that is a 22 to hit you. Grace.
I think it doesn't hit.
Alright, and then it will try to sting you with a 23.
3 hits.
Alright. So that will be 11 piercing damage. And then it will be 8 fire damage.
How much fire damage?
8.
Say 8.
Yes, 8.
I can't hear you, sorry.
It's 8 fire damage. You can turn me up on Discord.
Not all the damage.
And then I need you to make me a con saving throw. Alright, you feel fine. Minus the hit you just took. And then the other one flying above the chain a little bit. Kinda perches itself right on the spike right above Skeletor, and it's going to make a stab at you for 23 to hit you for 6 piercing damage. And then it will try to sting you as well for 22 to hit you for 5 piercing damage and 7 fire damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Second. And let's roll. 16.
You feel fine.
Oh, thank Christ.
And then the last one lands right in front of the vehicles, kind of checking them out. The vampire, Mr. Jander, sees Skeletor in a little bit of a pickle, and trying to decide. Yeah, he's gonna do this. He is going to launch himself through the air at the creature, and he is going to kind of, well, he's going to do an unarmed strike. That is a nat 1. So that will miss, and then he is going to try to fight it, and that will hit. Does not appear to be bloodied. Oh, interesting. Where's my calculator? Alright. So that'll be his turn here. And Skeletor, you're up.
Ow. So wait, am I slightly out of range of it?
No, it's a little bit closer to you, but I was just trying to show that it was more on the pillar. But it's like on the pillar, right above you, kind of perched on it.
Okay. And there's a thing with casting spells at very close range, right?
It depends on the spell. If it says, like, make a ranged attack, you'll do it with disadvantage. If you were to do something like Toll the Dead, where it causes them to do a saving throw, it is not with disadvantage, because there's no way to do that.
Okay. Do I know if these things are resistant or immune to poison?
Do me a nature check, or an Arcana.
That will do. Arcana. That's a 24.
So you agree with the vampire Jander about their weaknesses that were described. You also know that there is no recording, as far as you can tell, of any vulnerability or immunity to poison in these creatures. One other bit of information. You do also get this other bit that you know that they tend to spew a kind of golden vial that kind of appears similar to amber that they use to craft the nests that you see up there. In addition to that, you know that each nest can hold up to 20 wasps.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's all the information you know.
Not the most calming information to Skeletor at this moment. But I'm gonna use one of my free things, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on it.
Alright.
Because I can do that once per long rest for free.
Alright, just tell me what to do.
Oh wait, hold on. Never mind, that's a thing to hit. So I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 1 second.
It is damaged, by the way.
It is, yeah. But it's bloody.
It is not bloodied. It looks like it took a pretty decent beating. It's not bloodied yet.
Yeah. What do I want to do? Any decently sized rocks around?
Yes.
I'm going to catapult it.
Alright.
At level 3.
Alright, so that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
Alright, that's a 12.
It fails, and that's 16 bludgeoning.
Alright. Alright, it is bloodied.
Okie dokie.
You
and
form
then,
a large crack in its carapace.
Skeletor will also slightly cower in fear.
Fair enough. Dragutic, make me a perception check.
No.
He said no.
You notice there is, like, in the distance behind you as you're, like, kind of hiding behind these vehicles a little bit, a few more wasps are heading in your direction.
Oh god. What did they do? What, James? What the fuck did you guys do?
They are very far off. It's gonna take them a little bit of time to get to you. But they are heading in your direction.
Okay, is the one that I was hitting attacking Halvard right now?
Yes.
Is this one attacking the Rocky Mobile, or what's that guy
No,
doing
it
over
was
there?
just kind of, it dropped onto the ground on the other side of the vehicle. Just kind of looking around.
Wait, what?
It hasn't noticed you.
It had... Oh yeah, I was stealthy.
Or it didn't previously,
Oh.
from its angle.
Well, I think I'm just gonna keep attacking the one that I've been attacking, I guess.
Alright.
They're pretty tough.
Well, I don't know, I've hit him with 2 cantrips and he was bloodied, so I don't know that I'd call him that tough.
I mean, they just have a high AC.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna hit. Fuck.
That is not gonna hit. You got anything else for me, friend? Lewis.
Nope, because they're still further away. What? Yeah, they're still further away than I can hit them with Dragon's Breath, so it's not worth me to get quite yet.
Very much true. Alright.
And I don't wanna fuck up my friends with a snowball swarm right now.
Fair enough. So, Halvard.
Hit him with my ass. All buttons.
Could you speak up a little bit? I have you at max volume and I can't really hear you.
Critical failure.
Alright. Make me a dexterity check. Alright. So you swing, yes. So you swing your battle axe, against this, wasp, and it just, like, clangs really hard, against the carapace, and it actually kind of, I want to say rebuffs your axe and almost sends it flying, but you manage to tighten your grip around it, and you can roll me your next hit if you would like. Alright, that will not hit. Anything else for me, friend?
Nope.
Alrighty. It is their turn to return fire. and we'll do the one in front of Halvard first. And it's going to try to stab you. That is a 23 to hit you again for 11 piercing. And then it will try to sting you for 26 to hit you for 9 piercing and 6 fire, and then con saving throw.
These things kind of hurt.
Alright.
She saved.
Yep, you feel fine. Where are you at hit point wise?
Not great.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. Jandu here is going to try to save Skeletor from his flight. Oh wait, nope, I'm sorry, I missed something. So it's going to... The Hellwasp in front of Skeletor is going to try to stab Skeletor. 13 hit you.
Just barely succeed.
For 10 piercing damage. And then it's going to try to sting the vampire, and that is critical. For 9 piercing.
Thank you for retargeting Crook.
And 16 fire. And then a con save. Everyone's making their con save, so very exciting. Alright, so the last one, so Drogotic, you've been mostly focused on the one in front of Halvard. You notice the one that was on the other side of the vehicle crawls over the top of the Rocky Mobile. And let me make sure that comes to the front. And like, as it crawls over the top, you're just kind of staring face to face with it. And it's going to make an attack on you. So it's going to try to stab you first. It's a 25 to hit you for 11 piercing.
What if I said that didn't hit me?
I would question it, and I guess ultimately accept it and trust that you wouldn't lie to me.
Unfortunately it does.
Alright. And the next
I should take shield.
the next one is a 14 to hit you.
Does not hit me.
Excellent. Alright. Now that that has appropriately been done, the vampire can finally try to do its unarmed strike, and that will miss, and then it'll try to bite. That will hit. Most excellent, because that will kill it.
I'll think first.
And then he is going to then run over to Drog. I think that's as far as he can get. Nope, he can get a little further. So he just stand right there. Skeletor.
Ow. I hurt all over. Did I also notice the other wasps coming, or no?
Do me a perception check.
Perception.
You see them now.
About how far away are they?
They're really far away. Like, it's gonna take them like a little bit to get to you guys. They are, I want to say, about 600 feet away, but like they're really far away.
Okay. I guess I will move slightly to there.
Mhm.
And
And with
Let's
your
see.
perception check, you also notice there are a couple more wasps peeking out of the bottom of the hive.
God damn it.
2, in fact.
Alright, and then this one's uninjured, right?
The one next to Dragitic is uninjured. The one in front of Halberd is bloody.
Okay, I'm gonna cast fuck you on this one.
I'm gonna cast.
Con save. Okay.
I knew exactly what you were referring to.
Oh my god, that's a big fuck you.
Hey Brian, I have some really bad news for you.
Oh, does it
It
save?
rolled a 17, my friend.
Oh, okay, it did. Alright. Is there anything I could do to say no to that?
What does that do?
Basically, it succeeded.
So
But,
it takes half damage.
yeah, yeah. Why can I not do maths? Let's see, 23. Not quite bloodied, but you did a large amount of damage to it. Alright, you got anything else for me, Skeletor?
Looking. No, but I did realize that I have resistance to fire damage. The fire damage I took earlier.
Yeah, you can deal with it.
Okay, I need to go back. Or actually, I can't see how much damage they did to me in fire.
Let's see here. Yeah, I can't remember which ones are which. Yeah, I can't remember which ones were which. I'm sorry, friend.
Okay, I think one of them was like 9 at least, right?
Most likely. Let's see.
Okay, I'll just.
Oh, there is a way I can go through this, because I always attacked in the same order. So one was 7 points of
Okay.
fire damage to you. Because I hit you twice, I believe.
Yeah.
And then... that's vampire, going down in order, the next set, halberd, and then that one was to the vampire, so it was just the 7, because...
Oh, just.
Yeah, because the other times it hit you was with the talons.
Oh, okay. Round up or down for.
You round down, I believe.
Okay, so I got 3 hit points.
Yes, sir.
So that was okay.
Alright. Drug, you can make me a perception check with disadvantage to see if you notice the ones coming out of the hive, but if Skeletor yelled it out, you notice it.
I will say we should probably hurry this up and kind of point at them.
Okay. Well, we've killed one of them, right?
Yeah, one's bloodied, one's almost bloodied.
Yeah, one's bloodied, one looks pretty rough, one's dead.
Okay. I'm gonna do... How is Halvard looking over there?
Albert's fine.
I'm gonna cast a 3rd level magic missile on the one right next to me.
Alright. Was that 6 bolts?
It is indeed 6 bolts.
Alright, 3 times 6 is 18. Alright, it's looking really, really bad. It's beyond bloodied at this point. But you definitely did a fair amount of damage there.
Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Alright, Halvard.
You got
Swing
this.
my pointy stick.
pointy stick.
23.
Very sharp.
Alright, yeah, that'll hit.
11.
Alright. He's almost dead. That will not hit, my friend.
That's all I got.
Alright. Vampire friend's going to try to take a strike against this wasp. Did I skip someone? I did. I skipped the wasp. Alright, so time to strike the halberd. It's an 18 to hit halberd, which I know misses for a stab. And then a sting is also another 18 to hit, so halberd is fine. And sting is going to stab Drog again. 24 to hit you, Drog, for 9 piercing.
Fuck. Ow. That hurt.
And then it's going to try to sting Jander, and that will hit him for 11 piercing and 8 fire. And then he makes another con save. Or at least attempts to. Alright, so you see Sander get stabbed by the stinger, and you've seen, you know, at this point in time, each of you has essentially been stabbed at one point or another. I don't think you got stabbed in the last round or something. But everyone's been fine so far. You see, all of a sudden, he gets paralyzed.
Uh-oh.
And on that, I guess it's his turn now. Where's my paralysis? There it is. And this marker is gone. And alright, so he'll make another con save, see if he gets out of it. Alright, he is no longer paralyzed. But that is his turn.
That didn't last very long.
It didn't. But he rolled well. So, it's unfortunate. Skeletor.
Okay, 1 sec. Which one is currently more injured again?
The one in front of Halberd.
Okie dokie. I will find a similar or use the same rock that I hit the first bee with and cast catapult at it.
Okay.
This one will be level 1.
Alright.
And I will, does it save?
It does.
Okay, so let me... Okay, so it does no damage. Fuck.
That's rough.
That's really rough.
Imagine cantrip.
That's not even a cantrip, that was a level 1 spell.
Wait, seriously? You have a level
Yeah,
1 spell that does
catapult.
0 damage on a save? Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
well, because
fucked.
normally it's like, it's used for like just generally like throwing objects around, but like you can use it to hit people, and if you do, then they can take damage. But like, if they save, it just kind of like, you know, it just bumps into them and just kind of falls.
Yeah. Alright. So at this point in time, I need everyone to make perception checks.
Can I make one?
No.
Can you message me what point our adventure is at this point?
Wormsis can't make perception checks. I think he's already dead.
I'm just kind of curious where me and Matt would have been at this point.
Alright. Drog and Halvard, you guys notice a very large dip in the height of the a hive currently. So the first time, like, you only reason you guys really noticed the difference in the drop was because of the slacking of the chain. You notice it drops like a good 40 to 50 feet this time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And then Dragitic.
I'm just gonna continue wailing on the one that's right next to me.
Okay. And
Oh, you said he looked bloodied, right?
yeah, he's beyond bloodied. Also, one more thing, Dragitic, you do notice that the two wasps that were coming out of the hive are now getting to about 120 feet away from you guys.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile, first level. 2 of them on the guy in front of me, 1 of them on the other guy who's still alive.
Okay.
Oh. That was so much damage. I should have done it the other way.
Two of them
Halvard's
to the one in
next.
front of
Finish
you.
him off.
So you blast the one in front of you pretty roughly. He is barely standing.
What the shit? He's still
He's
alive?
at 1 HP, my friend.
Told you these
Are you
things are
fucking
tough.
kidding me? Oh my god, I'm
And
so salty
The
right
one
now,
in front of
DJ.
Halvard is also barely standing.
DJ, I'm so fucking salty right now. Beyond bloodied, and he had more than 10 HP. I guess that's fair.
Just barely.
That's fucking sad.
And yeah.
That's so sad.
I guess with that, it's Halvard's turn.
Albert, finish him off.
You got this.
Pointy stick.
You can do it.
Pointy stick.
Pointy stick.
How do you kill it?
It is dead.
Grace? Did we lose her?
No, you said kill it.
How do you kill it?
Yeah. I hit it with my pointy stick.
Alright. And you hit it well. You still have, your other attack and movement and stuff. What are you doing?
Oh!
Alright, if you're going to make an attack from over there, you will have disadvantage. You pretty much barely don't hit it. But it's its turn now. Let's see if it kills Jake.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
But not with a nat 1, it doesn't. Alright.
Can it hit itself with that and kill itself? Because it has 1 HP?
No.
It like fucking misses
yeah,
and then like
so
stabs its own foot and dies?
stabbed-
The Crazy Hill style?
It tries to stab you, but like very clearly misses as it's wobbly from the magic missiles. You hit it, and it kind of like overreaches, and it stumbles off the side because it was perched on the side of the Rocky Mobile, and like kind of falls to the ground, but manages to stay upright, and then it's going to try to sting Jander again here as it's falling, and that will miss.
That's good.
And it is your vampire buddy's turn.
Love that guy.
And he like punches straight through its chest. And then
Good.
pulls back, and there's
God.
just like black ichor pouring out of it.
Oh, Demon Icker.
Get that jars, get that jars right now. Get the cars.
Can we get the? How do we collect it to put in the car?
I'm
It's
imagining.
right over on top of the car.
I'm.
Oh yeah, it's on top of the. Oh no, well, it was on top of the car, but now it's not. Right?
Yeah, it's on the ground right next to it, essentially, and
Can we pick up the dead body and like just put it in the
Well,
car?
so also, we still have an hour of fuel left.
Yeah, but if we literally just kill the thing that has fuel, we can get more fuel.
Yes, but I imagine if we are running away from these things and then we run out of fuel, we're going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Well, who said anything about running away? There's only like 3 more of them coming, right? How many more are coming?
there are
I saw
there
them,
are a
right?
lot.
there are 2 coming from the hive itself,
There's only 2.
and then there is a
easy.
lot
By-
more coming from behind you.
I was also going to
From
suggest a
behind
plan.
us?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was going to
fuck.
suggest a plan that
Okay.
with the ones currently left, we take to the vehicles and we use the turrets to kite them as we just ride around in circles for a bit. And we could also cast spells from the vehicles as well.
That's probably a good idea.
All right. Math. Why do I do this to myself? All right. What is this divided by 120? Excellent. Alright, Skeletor.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? I still have you guys in initiative because of the dudes that are coming from the hive. They're about 120 feet away from you.
Skeletor expresses his plan and interest that we get in the vehicles and we ride around, hitting them from a distance while they chase us, so that they cannot hit us more than they already have. Otherwise, Skeletor would probably like to run away because he is not looking good.
So you say a lot. Define a lot for me. Like more than we're gonna be able to kill.
If I had not had the fire resistance, I would be at about a quarter health.
No, you are meant
So,
like define a
James,
lot of.
You see, as far as you can tell, there's at least 12,
Oh god, that's a lot.
but they're not like arriving at the same time.
Ah, DJ, don't do this to me. So what you're saying is they wouldn't all fit in a Snillix snowball swarm, 5 foot.
So, looking at them, what you can gather is there's kind of like 4 different groups of them, of anywhere between 3 and 6 together. So there's there's like one group of 3, another group that's like 5 or 6, and another one that's kind of like the same size, and then you see 2 off in a slightly different direction. They're not coming back together.
Yeah, Skeletor suggests that we get them all in one spot, and then we AoE blast them to hell.
I think I agree. That sounds like a really good idea.
Alright, so the ones that were 120 feet are kind of gaining on you pretty quickly. They're about 60 feet away from you at this point. Because this is a lot more than 6 seconds here.
Right.
Well,
How about me and Dragitic ride on the Rocky Mobile, and then we have we have our new friend, what's his name, and Halvard drive the vehicles.
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, that sounds fine by me. Is everybody else on board with that plan?
Any objections?
No one's objecting, or at least the vampire's not objecting. I haven't heard anything
Okay.
from Grace.
Fine.
She said it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, she said.
Alright, yeah, let's do that then, and let's hurry.
Alright. Yeah, so you guys hop into the vehicles and you start kind of driving, trying to decide how I want to do this. The movement on the vehicles. You said Halvard and Vampire are driving. Which one is Halvard driving? And the Vampire will drive the other one.
I will leave it up to Halvard.
I guess I'll drive the Photomobile. Mostly because I don't remember what the other car's name is.
The Rocky
The
Mobile.
Rocky Mobile.
They're labeled.
It's fine.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so I guess it's kind of a little bit important, but what's your driving formation kind of look like as you're trying to drive away here? Like, who's on the left, who's on the right? You know, is someone taking a little bit more of a lead? Is someone driving a little bit more behind?
I would say maybe put the Photomobile leading and then the Rocking Mobile behind, so that me and Dragutic could be closer range for spells, and that the Photomobile's out of harm's way, because right now Halvard would be on his own unless Dragutic rides with him.
Okay. Alright, so this is essentially your last opportunity to be absolutely sure you're in what vehicles. So, confirmation, there's no changing your mind after this point. Halvard is in the Photomobile by himself. Is that correct? Is anyone else going to be in Halvard's mobile? Alright, does not sound like it. So that means everyone else is in the Rocky Mobile. So in the Rocky Mobile, I have Dragutic, Jander, and Skeletor. Sound right?
Yeah.
Alright. Are you guys on any of the particular stations, and on which ones?
I'll hang out on one of the harpoon stations, but like I'll be hanging there just to like be ready to cast spells.
Absolutely fine. When you are in the harpoon station, I believe you have half cover.
I'm also gonna like hang around there.
Yes.
I guess I'll be in the harpoon station as well.
Alright, so you're in the other harpoon station and Jandar's driving. Alright, so both of you guys have half cover in the drivers, in the harpoons. Halvard, I believe you have 3/4 cover. Yes, Halvard, you have 3/4 covered, so if you guys want to open up a tab to figure out what that means, please feel free.
Oh, and then for the harpoon guns, how big are the harpoons?
Harpoons, like fishing harpoons, are kind of large.
Kind of large. Like, how much would you say they weigh?
How much do they weigh?
It's not gonna be better for you to catapult them, Brian.
It might be.
No, it won't be. They're
Well, how much-
actually pretty good.
How much damage do the harpoons do from the guns?
Let me pull it
I
up.
don't, because I don't
2d8.
remember it being that much.
They're 2d8.
2d8.
Uh-huh.
My catapult at first level is 3d8.
Okay, but what's your like to hit?
It's a dex save, so they would just have to do that. It's not like I would have to hit them with it.
Also, the amount of harpoons in each vehicle are limited. I believe you guys used 3 out of the Protomobile when you guys fought last time in it. So
That sounds about
I
right.
think it's down to 7. You guys will need to keep track of this. 'Cause if
Okay.
you lose track of it, I'm just gonna say you ran out at a very crucial
Okay.
point in time.
Okay. So wait, you said there were 7 in the Frodomobile?
Yeah, there's 7 in the Protomobile. There are 10 per harpoon station, so 20 total in the Rocky Mobile.
Okay.
Alright, while you guys are driving, make me another perception check. This one's actually probably the hardest perception check so far.
I see nothing.
Give me a second. I'm
I think I know what you're
saving.
looking for.
Give me a second. I'm adding 20 javelins so that I can keep track of the... How many did you say? Remind me how many you said we used? Out of the Rocky Mobile?
In the Frodomobile,
and then-
you guys used 3, leaving you with 7. There are 20
Okay.
currently in the Rocky Mobile, 10 split, 10 each for the harpoon stations.
Okay. Okay, I see. So I'll do that.
What was your perception, drug?
Good. Why is it not letting me add more of these? It won't let me add more of these.
What do you mean?
Shit.
What are you attempting to do?
I'm trying to add 30 javelins to my inventory and then rename them to
Harpoons.
harpoons in the Rocky Mobile, but it's not working. Oh wait, yeah, it did. There we go.
Should we assume
Wait.
that the
Yeah.
javelin is sort of like all the information for the harpoons then?
I think he's just trying to keep track of the ammo, and this is just the easiest
I'm
way
just
for him
keep
to do
track.
it.
Okay,
okay.
can I just like keep one track?
I mean, you could just, write it in your other items.
Yeah, but that's like way more annoying because I can't just like click the minus button every time we use one.
That's fair. You do need to be able to figure out, which one's in each vehicle for any given time.
Okay, that's fine. Can we every time we stop, we just need to remember to like even them out, and then that'll be fine, I think.
Okay.
Okay. And then how
And
much
then-
did they weigh again?
That's right. I was supposed to be
well-
getting you that.
I was just gonna. Well, I'm overriding them in
How
my
much do
inventory as
javelin
0.
weighs?
I have no idea. Oh, wait.
I think it said 2 pounds.
There are 2 pounds apiece.
Alright, these are gonna weigh about 6 pounds.
Okay.
You did that on purpose.
No, I just thought it'd be 3 times the weight of a javelin. They pierce armored
Yeah.
vehicles!
I'm just messing with you, DJ. The catapult thing is an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds. That's why I was like, oh. That's fine. You know what? I'll save spell slots.
Probably good.
Alright, so I have the Frodomobile, I have the Rocky Mobile. So you guys should have both of those in your journal for Roll20, so you can always bring those up through there. I also edited the Frodomobile so it accurately displays your armor class. Since it is lower than what it should have been. Minus the motionless part. The motionless part should be 11. I can actually probably just change that really quick. Alright, so that's at least adjusted on my side. So I think I still need Drog's perception check.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me go ahead. I got distracted when I was putting my
Alright,
harpoon count in.
Drog, you you kind of are keeping track of the Hellwasp, the two that are kind of a little bit closer to you at this point. They're just kind of you actually do outpace them.
That's good.
So they're kind of getting a little further behind you as you drive. As you're keeping track of them, like you kind of like see the hive a little bit in the background. I imagine you guys are just kind of circling the hive, or are you going away?
Yeah, I was imagining that we were circling the hive so that they would all gather up behind us to chase us.
All right. So you notice, like, as you're like circling the hive, and they're like kind of staying behind you, kind of getting a little bit further. You see it out like behind them a little bit, and you swear you see someone climbing down the side of the hive.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Can we tell who it is?
It kind of looks like Zorn, and you see him slip and fall.
Oh fuck!
Catch him!
But he manages to catch himself pretty close to where one of the chains are anchored.
Okay, that's
And
good.
like
That's good.
Jander from the driver's seat just yells up, like, "Is that one of your friends up there?"
Yes, that's one of our friends. Let's go get him.
He's insane.
Yeah, he's insane. He is insane. We know. Let's go get him.
So are you trying to get him to drive towards the hive now? All right. Very well. It's your life, not mine. And he.
Wait. We need to signal to Halvard that we're changing course because right now Halvard is leading us.
Oh yeah.
He honks the horn.
And, yeah. So he honks the horn, and like once Halvard like looks back at us, I'll like point towards Zorn.
Halvard, you will be able to see them when they're pointing at him.
I go get him.
And as you turn and you're, going over there, kind of together, at this point in time, the Frodo-mobile is probably closer to being on the right side of the Rocky-mobile, aka Halvard's on the right. You guys are watching Zorn, and some of you may be watching the Hellwasp behind you, but you're pretty comfortably keeping pace on them. You see him like on the chain, like just trying to pull himself up, and then he slips and he starts falling, and there's nothing below him to catch him anymore.
Wait, how far away
How far away are we?
You guys are about 100 feet, and as you like are just like going through your mind, how are we going to stop him falling? You see an explosion from the top of the hive. And I showed you guys the picture of the hive last time, and all the angelic figures kind of like, essentially like they appear as though they're flying at the top of the hive, just attached to it. And you see that whole top part breaks off and kind of keeps going up as the hive is starting to fall out of the sky. And you see Amdos like kind of barely being carried by a tiny yellow elephant as it swoops down, and it manages to kind of grab Zorn in a way that it's able to start slowing their descent a little bit, but it is struggling.
Say, put the pedal to the metal. Let's go.
And you guys go as fast as you guys can, and they're falling at still a fairly decent pace, but you manage to get underneath of them. They're kind of coming in a little hot. What are you guys doing as they're falling fairly rapidly?
Do they look like they're falling fast enough to take damage?
Yes.
I cast Feather Fall on them.
Are you close enough for that?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he said we got underneath of them, right?
Yeah.
That was what I heard.
Yes.
It's like we're coming in hot, but we got him.
Yeah. What's the range of your feather fall? Just so I can be sure.
60 feet.
Yeah. You can
60
catch
feet.
them. Absolutely.
Hooray!
Yeah. So they you cast Featherfall on them, and they begin to slow their descent a lot more, to a little bit more of a safer fall, and Lulu manages to kind of get them on top of the Rocky Mobile, because it's kind of a larger landing platform, so they just like land in the middle between the two harpoon flingers and the crushing wrecking ball in the back, just in that little triangle-ish area in the back. What do you do as you're kind of like driving? And at this point in time, like you basically made a beeline for the nest, and the nest is rapidly falling out of the sky.
We get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We get the fuck out of there.
So
we say, okay, we have our objective. Like, get the fuck out.
I'm just like, you're alive! What the fuck did you do?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. What the fuck did you guys do? But like, let's get out of here and talk about it later.
So, as it's falling down, you say, let's get the fuck out. Jander, like, immediately just starts, like, turning the wheel to the right as hard as he can to try to swerve out of the way. Halvard, are you doing the same?
Yep.
Alright, cool. We avoided a collision. Most excellent.
Did the bees get any closer at all?
They got a little bit closer when you turned, but you guys outpaced them.
Okay, how close did they get to us?
Like, as you're driving, like, they're always getting a little bit further away from you by like 40 feet. So like, by the time you guys like made your turn, they were like quite a ways behind you.
Okay. Are they still following?
Yes, currently.
Okay.
As you're making your right turn, because you were going towards the hive, they are. The large swarm that was on the other side, that was like a lot further away, you see them kind of coming around the other side of the hive as you're making your turn and trying to go away. But like, you guys drive away and they're not able to catch up with you.
Okay. My main concern was that if they did get close enough to us, I was gonna just shatter the entire group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to. And in fact, I think I would have allowed you to do the bonus effect from Shatter because of the metallic structure of their carapaces. To do some, I think it was bonus damage.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
But unfortunately, your vehicles are just too fast.
That's fine, as long as we don't have to deal with them anymore.
Alright, so one thing I need is, how are you guys trying to pull them into the vehicle while you're driving? Because if you can't come up with a good way, they're...
I mean, I'm like, wait, what? Didn't you say they were like on the middle?
They're on like the top middle, but you're going pretty fast. It's not like there's a whole lot of handholds up there. So are you like pulling them into the harpoon spots or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
they can be pulled into the harpoon spots with me.
Okay. Yeah, so you can pull them through the harpoon slot so they can get into the cargo area.
Yeah.
Alright. And you guys managed to get away. Let me change the music up a little bit.
Ooh.
Do I have it?
Gonna be honest, didn't think any of that was gonna work.
That's the great thing about D&D, you know? You just...
I thought climbing down the nest was gonna work.
He really did, though.
You know what? It kinda did.
It really didn't.
Okay, but to be
worked
fair,
out.
I rolled
Don't tell
three.
him it did, because it
Rolled-
didn't.
I rolled 3 4s in a row for my athletics check.
Oh no.
Look,
That's
So
really bad.
if it wasn't
Sort of
for
related to
Lulu
that.
rolling very well on a trumpet blast, he'd be dead.
God.
I believe it.
He would have went
Yeah,
splat.
I believe it.
You know what? It worked out in the end. That's all that matters.
Oh boy.
Yep, it I guess it worked out. Yep,
Yep.
it did. That's
It did.
true.
I honestly thought
Well, we're
someone
not
was gonna
out yet.
die, and I thought it was gonna be me, but it's okay. We're good.
So, just to let you guys know, because I'm 90% sure I did not describe this well, Amdos is unconscious.
Where?
Oh,
Oh, Ambrose is unconscious? I don't have any healing
Amdos
spells.
is
What a
unconscious.
shitty wizard I am.
I don't think wizards
as
really get
we're
healing spells.
driving and getting away,
Can I cast
Are there
Mending
any-
on him? Does that work?
No.
are there any safe-ish looking areas, like maybe like some like big rocks or like a
Aren't
big
these flying things still chasing us?
are they?
So you guys are driving, and they're getting further and further away from you, but you get like fairly far away from where the hive was, and you kind of hear it's like almost like shattering glass as it collides with the ground, and as that sound rings out, the wasps like do a full 180 and start heading back to the hive.
Okay. I say we keep driving for a bit and look for like some sort of like large like structure that looks safe, or like, you know, some sort of area where we could be hidden, so that perhaps I can cast Scalder's Tower and we can sleep.
Roll me a d20. Unless there's somewhere on the map that you're specifically trying to get to.
Well, I'm also wondering if where's... Oh wait, I can open up the map on the handouts.
Here, I can bring you guys over to the map at least
Oh.
as well.
So where we are right there.
So you're last in the area of the Hell Wasp nests. As you know, this map is not reliable, as getting from Haruman's Hill to the nest, you did not cross the river Styx.
Right. My thinking was that we find some sort of like mountain or like a small like canyon to like hide out in for a while we try to recoup and like recover and all that.
Alright, so if you're not going anywhere specific, just do me a d20 and we'll see if you can.
I mean,
you only have an hour.
I mean, I'm
fuel
also
too.
not the one. Yeah, I'm. That's what I was worried about, but I'm also not one of the people driving, so like,
Mhm.
I also kind of. I mean, I kind of want to see what everyone else thinks too.
So this is a question I should have asked earlier, because I know you guys were trying to discuss that. But what did you do with the Hell Wasp corpse? You didn't really have enough time to like get the vehicles together and harvest fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely would have picked up as much as we could have possibly picked up
So do me.
before we decided to yeet out of there.
So you have 3 flasks, empty flasks from what was previously carrying the fuel that I know of. I think you might have gotten an extra one from the dude, but I don't remember who's carrying the flasks to know.
They are not on my person.
Not me.
I mean, they're not listed on mine either.
Alright, so between
Doesn't mean one of us doesn't have them. It just means that we.
I mean, it could have been
didn't mark
also
it
that they were.
down.
It could have been also that they were in the storage of one of the vehicles.
alright, so do me. So Amdos is gonna have 2 of them on him. So between the 3 of you, someone only has 2 tops. I'm gonna give you a 4th one.
Okay.
So there's between the 4 of you, there's 2 flasks. So whoever wanted to try to get some while you're getting the vehicles together very rapidly, roll me a survival check to see how well you collected it.
I don't believe Skeletor would have had them because he was trying to run for his life, basically, for a bit there.
Alright. I feel like the best person would probably be Drog, but if Halbert was doing it, for sure. Halbert, you managed to fill up one of the vials. So you could split them up and get 12 hours of fuel each, as one vial is 24 hours of fuel.
Is the vial
Sorry,
the only thing
flask.
we can store this in? Or the flask?
What other things would you like to try to store it in?
I have no idea.
And would you have thought of
don't
it
have
in like
anything on
the
me.
15 seconds that you had to start getting yourself out of there?
No. Definitely not.
So you're welcome to think about other things you could store it in. The flasks are just the largest containers so far that you've had. That you know.
Couldn't we
can
just
reliably
keep it
store.
in the corpse? Isn't the corpse itself like pretty...
Did you want to have tried to drag the
Heightened?
corpse into the cargo bay? 'Cause
Yes, that was what I said.
Okay.
I said I wanted to bring the corpse with
Alright.
me.
So then we don't have to worry about any of that because Jander can help you get into the cargo bay quickly. So
Lit.
you have a giant hell wasp corpse that you can
Fuck
try to
yeah.
harvest from. D20 for trying to find a crevice. Any decide before you roll it, but someone roll it.
Wait, why are we trying to find what?
Oh, my Skeletor was suggesting to the group, as we're like driving, that we find somewhere safe where I could set up my tower, and so that we could all potentially like sleep and recover.
Leap sounds great.
For that, I was suggesting that we find either like a mountain we could put the tower up against, or like some kind of crevice that we can like wedge the tower into. So it's like
So
I'm on board with this. Yep, I'm on board with
Lulu
this.
will mention a couple things to you guys. Zorn, you are conscious, by the way.
Okay, that's good.
Lulu, and so these three look like
I give Zorn a
absolute
hug.
shit, by the way. Like, you guys don't look too hot.
I'm
They
sure
kind of
they
look
do.
worse.
I give
Yeah,
Zorn
I'm
a
sure
hug.
they do.
Especially Lulu. And
Ooh.
Lulu will kind of say, Lulu's sitting on 1 HP as well.
Oh god.
Lulu will just say, I'm sorry for what has transpired here. My memories weren't as reliable as I thought they would be. I
Yeah.
have had time to think more deeply, and I have 2 leads that you may be interested in. One may be easier since you're looking for a potentially safe place.
Okay.
So one of them was it's a place where demons are destroyed. And another is a place where they are spawned.
Okay. I take a look at the map. Would the one where they're destroyed perhaps be called the Demon Zapper?
That would be a good start.
I mean, something that kills... Well, wait. Demons, not devils.
Yeah, so one is a place where demons manifest, and another was a place where demons are destroyed.
I mean, the one that sounds like it kills demons might be okay, but like it didn't say anything about devils.
I mean, the demon chapter, she did say demons both times.
Yeah, demons.
Yeah.
Not devils.
Yeah. Why are you concerned about the devil part? I'm confused.
Well, why would demons be spawning here in hell?
I guess Zorn might remember this since he asked the question, but the other 2, you guys did spend quite a lot of time reading about the hells, and you know it is connected to the abyss in several places.
So that's where they come from.
There are several
like
places where they it's connected directly where they can invade. As for like,
Okay.
where they are, birthed in hell, that kind of information I would probably want a history check out of those two, Skeletor and Drog. Yeah.
History check, you said?
Yes. This is to see if you remember what you found in said book. Or books, plural. Drog with the high rolling. So actually, both you, Skeletor, and Drog, you remember entries of a spawning tree? And think that might be what she's referring to.
Okay, so I see that on the map. When did all of these names show up on the map? I don't remember that.
I put them up there because I believe I checked and they were the same names that are on your handout map.
Okay.
Yeah. So the spawning trees is where the or the demons come from.
Potentially. That's what you remember.
Okay, so I mean, we
You're
could
implying
try
that
to.
That's not necessarily accurate.
Oh. I'm so confused, man.
So, Halvard, you can fuel up both vehicles for 24 hours while harvesting from the Hell Wasp. Like, you guys can stop briefly and refuel.
Okay.
So I guess where do we want to go then? Do we go to Demon Zapper or Spawning Trees?
Well, Demon Zapper is much close, so why don't we get it first? Yeah.
Yeah, but also stuff is weird here in Hell because like our good DM was saying is that like we were at Harmon's Hill and then we got to the Hell Wasp's Nest by driving and there is normally supposed to be the river Styx there. And we did not encounter that while we were driving. So it could be closer, but it might not.
Okay, I see.
I would still be also okay with trying to go there.
Demon Zapper. It might think you're a demon.
I vote Demon Zapper.
Okay. I think Demon Zapper might be it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We'll try to head there. And I suggest maybe, like, we find somewhere close to the Demon Zapper once we start approaching, but, like, not right on top of it, maybe.
Alright.
Just in case there's, like, baddies around.
Roll me 2d4s Halberd. Excellent. So you managed to get there in a couple hours. So you see the structure off in the distance. I have to scroll up here. Radiant light cascades from a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle.
Giant what?
Beetle.
Beetle.
Yeah, that's what you get as you approach, and you kind of make out in the distance a small group of flying creatures kind of going basically straight at it, and then an arc of electricity rips through the air and vaporizes them.
Yep, it's a demon zapper.
Yep. Very large bug zapper.
pretty much describes it exactly.
Yep.
And in addition to this, you guys can find, there's like a couple hills in the area that you can find where you could probably kind of at least semi-hide your vehicles if you were trying to bunker down for the quote-unquote evening. It's been a long day for you guys.
Yeah. So I guess Yeah, find sort of the biggest looking ones that look like could hide the vehicles and at least most of the tower, maybe?
Okay.
If not all of it.
Your tower's only like 2 floors, right?
It is... Let's see... Oh yeah, each level of the tower is 10 feet tall, so it's only 20 feet tall
Alright,
total.
so give me, whoever's got the best survival, give me a survival check.
+1.
And
I have +2.
+0.
Zorn,
Sorry, what?
what's your survival?
Survival.
My survival was +1. Should I roll it?
It sounds like someone has a
I have-
+2.
I have a +2.
Go for it,
You
friend.
don't have the higher.
Man, my survival did not help.
You can find like some hills that kind of cover you from like one direction, but like it's like pretty vast open wasteland. That's all you can really find, besides like the couple smaller hills and what you've already found.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just try to lead us to the best one we can find, and then we can just kind of park there, I guess.
All right. Okay.
And then,
we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our darn best, aren't we?
And then, yeah, I'm gonna start casting Galder's Tower.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You guys get set up. You get your vehicles kind of slightly hidden by said, you know, hill, and you can.
Oh, and then, just as a safety measure, can I also cast Alarm around the vehicles?
Most certainly.
I will do that.
Yes, I believe with the alarm spell, it's like silver string that you lay out around the vehicles, and if something crosses it, it sets off an alarm that you can hear. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's well. Also, I mean, I have a focus, so like I wouldn't actually need the wire, right?
Technically no.
Okay. Yeah. So then, because I can cast it as a ritual too.
Yeah.
So like, I just do that, and it's let's see. Yeah. So I designate everyone in our party won't set them off. Won't set off the alarms, you know, in case they need to go to the vehicles for something. Let's see. And yeah, I'll set it as like a mental alarm so that like if something tries to get near them, it'll wake me up and I can alert everyone.
Alrighty. Alright, yeah, so you guys get set up. Is anyone taking like any sort of watches? Or you, because I know your tower is relatively safe.
I think we should take watches.
I think we should also.
Okay. I guess whoever's the most beat up could probably just try to sleep it off, and then I'd be willing to rotate out.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can rotate out like normal. And I don't want to leave our vampire man alone. You know, being a new party member and all.
Yes, he will gladly take up a room, and I guess if you don't want him to take a watch, he won't take a watch. That is acceptable for him. He doesn't really need sleep. So he will be awake.
So he can just kind of hang out then. I mean, it's up to him whether he wants to like help take watch or just kind of hang out.
That's not creepy.
He is a vampire.
It's true. It's true.
Yes, and I believe someone... Yeah, I believe that someone did know some information about vampires in general. I think it was Drog. No, it was Skeletor. So Skeletor, you know that like these creatures aren't sleepless. They're typically required to sleep during the day, like in like their coffin or a gravesite or whatever. But like, he does
It's
not.
never really daytime.
Yes, the Hells really fucks with everyone.
Yeah. Seems like a weird place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he'll basically hang out and enjoy the coffee as you guys take watches. So
I'll also
Yeah.
kind of munch on some apples here and there, but like, yeah, because they are kind of gross. But like, I feel like I should eat.
all right, yeah, that is fine. I believe some of them were poisonous. Is that correct?
Only out of the special ones, and the special ones I have separate.
Okay.
I'm just munching on some of the normal ones.
All right. And all right. So what are your watch orders here?
I'll go second.
All right, Halvard, then Zorn,
I'll go third, I guess.
then Skell, and I'm guessing Drac will take the last one or something.
I suppose I will take the final.
All right. Halvard, do me a perception check. All right. It's pretty clear out there in the wastelands. You don't see like any unsettling in the dust or anything else. Like, you can kind of peek out the top of the tower if that's where you're sitting, I imagine, and you kind of can see a little bit of the demon zapper, and every once in a while you just see like the zap as something else is just turned into ash. And Zorn, Skeletor, Drog. I can do Amdoses later. Zorn, you are asleep currently, and you are. What do you normally dream of?
What do I normally
What are your dreams like?
I'm actually haunted by the dozens and dozens of innocent people I've had to hunt down as a bounty hunter.
Excellent. So, you're having one of your usual nightmares. And you are tasked to hunt down a woman that has seemingly wronged the person that hired you, and your orders are to kill her and anyone she's associated with. And when you find this woman, as you are good at doing such things, you ready your bow, you have her on her knees in front of you in pure terror along with several children. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. What is your alignment, by the way?
I think I'm neutral good.
Are you sure?
I'm neutral good now. I'm neutral good
Alright,
now.
make sure that's written down. And make your wisdom saving throw.
20.
You see them crying, and a few of them beg for their life.
Oh no, my alignment's just neutral.
It's just neutral?
already had it.
Alright, I need you to roll me
Yeah,
another one. You have disadvantage on this.
Ah, fuck. 14.
I didn't have to check
man,
this
that's
because your
not good.
last one was so high. Alright. Yeah, you see them crying and begging for their life, and you pull back the arrow and let loose on the woman, and the arrow plunges through her heart and she dies, and then you pull back looking at the next child next to her, and you put down your bow, and then you walk out the door, and your dream ends as Halvard wakes you up.
Hey.
And I'm gonna do this in order. order, just because it makes my life a little easier. Zoran, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
Little fun little backstory about Zorn. Little backstory cutscene right there. Oh, not great.
Alright. You're just like enamored by the bug, the demon zapper. It's just
It is a really cool zapper.
every couple minutes there's just another chain of electricity that zaps something, and that pretty much takes up most of your watch. And Skeletor, what is your alignment? You're straight neutral as well, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you'll have a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Okie dokie. Wisdom with disadvantage. Haha! I knew it was gonna happen.
Skeletor, what do you normally dream about?
Skeletor's dreams are usually fairly nonsensical. They kind of jump from place to place, and not all of them really make any sense.
Alright. Skeletor, what was your family life growing up?
Wasn't very attached to them. In fact, he was kind of, like, basically as soon as he was old enough to kind of leave the nest, he was, shoot out. Just like, go on, go live your life.
Okay. Give me one moment. Alright, so tonight, or night as it can be, you are dreaming about your childhood. And did you play with corpses as a kid?
Maybe poked at small animals for fun or something like that. Who knows?
Alright.
He will neither confirm nor deny this.
So you found a dead squirrel kind of on the road near your home, and you feel this unending curiosity about it, and you take a small knife that you kind of carry around with you, and you decide that you're going to cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside. As you're doing this and you're enamored by the musculature and the skeletal system of this small dead creature in front of you, a group of kind of the local neighborhood bullies comes across you, and they begin to quickly circle you, calling you mean names, shoving you, and all of a sudden the scene kind of shifts, and your hands are covered in blood, and the ringleader is standing there with dead eyes on the ground, a knife plunged into his stomach, and you feel euphoria from this scene. You will be neutral evil. Sorry, lawful evil.
Lawful?
Yes, your alignment changes to lawful evil.
Interesting. I had a feeling this would happen at some point. And you know what? Kind of fits for Skillet.
And then as you are kind of just basking in this feeling, you wake up and you feel refreshed, actually. And you can go ahead and take your long rest, hit your long rest button now.
Ooh. Neat.
And you wake up, and yeah, Zorn wakes you up. Actually, you wake up before Zorn even gets to you. But Zorn comes and finds you awake, and it is your shift. What do you do anything during your watch, Skeletor, with your newfound thoughts and emotions?
Are there any like bones nearby
Yeah.
that I can tell? While I'll just kind of patrol, and like as I'm patrolling, I'll gather as many bones as I can.
Okay. Do me a survival check. Yeah, do me a survival check. Sorry, I was trying to find some other music. You can collect bones for about 3 corpses.
Neat. Yeah, I'll bring those up to the roof, and then let's see here. Spells. I guess I will probably leave. I'll arrange them as best I can for now. At least for 2 of them, and then the rest. Can I just pocket them, or like have them like store them in the vehicle or
Yeah,
something?
you most certainly can.
Yeah, I'll store the remaining bones for the 3rd skeleton in one of the vehicles. I'll put it in the photomobile.
Okay. Alrighty. And you wake up Drog for his watch. So Drog, you used to be, well, I guess technically you still are a member of the Watch, the elite city guard for the elite in Baldur's Gate. And in your dream, you are currently working for the Grand Duke, older Ravenguard himself. You're his personal kind of bodyguard, because that's essentially what you guys kind of are. And you are walking through the streets of the outer city, so outside of the main walls, and a poor couple a poor child stumbles in front of the wagon that you are kind of standing guard for as you're traveling, and it stops the wagon. Alder gets out of the wagon and begins to yell at the child, threatening to beat it within an inch of its life. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. What's your alignment? Chaotic neutral?
Chaotic neutral.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wow.
Excellent.
I did so good. And then I didn't.
As he is about to beat the child, you walk over and pull out one of your daggers and just slit its throat.
The
Yes.
child? Okay.
Your alignment also changes to lawful evil.
Yeah, this isn't good, guys.
Okay.
Wait, so mine was fine. Did I pass the check?
Yeah, you passed the check.
Interesting. Okay. Really glad that. I guess I'm happy that I passed the check, but this isn't good.
And Halvard. Let's do Drug's perception check, and then we'll do Halvard's dream.
Perception.
Yes, sir.
I don't need disadvantage on that as well,
you're
do
good.
I? Okay, good.
Alright. You are also enamored with the Demon Zapper, and in fact, as you're watching it, every time, like, you kind of, like, you chuckle. And you kind of get the... You feel kind of like most people are like, aha, funny bug zapper. Like, you just like, it's more like the the death itself is amusing you.
Okay.
And Halvard,
Going this way, we'll run into business.
you
And that could be-
have opened your store, your jewelry store in the upper city of Baldur's Gate, and you are the most popular jeweler in the upper city. You've been here for about a year now, and you just can't seem to keep stuff in stock. One day, you come to your store to open in the morning, and you find it completely vandalized. Everything inside is destroyed. All the pieces of jewelry that you worked hard last night to put together is destroyed, and when you get inside, you find there's still someone in the back. And this is someone that has harassed you a couple times, more so at the beginning of the startup of your business. He's a tax collector, and he made your life hell. And now that you're successful and he can't really touch you anymore, he decided to destroy your business. And when you look at him, you feel rage kind of building up in you, and you look down to your side and you are wearing your shield. And it whispers to you, "Burn him to nothing." And what's your alignment? Grace?
It's neutral good. Let me look. Chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Alright. So you will also make me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. And I will let you know it is because of the shield that you're getting disadvantage on this one. Most excellent. And you hold up the shield, and the person is enveloped in flames. And you sit there, and you are just watching him burn alive, screaming in agony, and you feel joy. Your alignment will change to chaotic neutral. And you will wake up. And everyone can hit the long rest button.
Right.
That, hasn't already. And we will end the session there.
Oh, damn, that's spooky.
Super spooky. Wait, we didn't get to hear Amdos's dreams. Will we do that next time when Matt's back?
Yes, we can do that.
I won't be here for that.
Hey,
I'm not
hey
gonna be here
DJ, I
next
put a
week.
thing in memes. That's
Just
Skeletor's
FYI.
entire meme now.
I will not be here next week, DJ.
Okay.
Wait, so was I
Alright.
the only one that did dream fucked?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
man.
much.
Well, I kind of deserved that after I, failed a bunch of athletics checks as I was falling out of the beehive.
Yeah.
You were the only one who did what?
Who didn't get dream
I
fucked?
didn't get dream fucked.
You didn't get, yeah, okay, yeah.
I did.
I
Everyone else
agree. You didn't. Everybody else did. Agreed. Yeah, everybody else got dream fucked. You did not.
So this is the let me go ahead and end session here right now.
Probably